Hello, world. Okay, so this is my next YouTube video, and the last one I did actually was my first YouTube video that was over 15 minutes long. And I think the one before that was over 30 minutes. And those two by far are my longest YouTube videos that I've made. Um, and then the rest of them are like a little over 20 minutes on some, and then the rest are under 20 minutes and under 10 minutes. So this is Morgan here again. Sorry, I forgot to say that at the beginning. Because I still don't have any subscribers, so people don't follow me on YouTube yet, but I'm being followed on other social media like things like Pinterest and the Amino app, which is a phone app, but it involves public chat rooms, and I have a lot of people following me on there because I'm involved in a couple different chat rooms as well as a couple different aminos, and yeah. So it's a pretty cool app, phone app, but you kind of have to learn how to navigate it on your own and stuff like that. So yeah, I won't say anything about the amino I created because I don't want to violate any guidelines that they have with the amino app. And yeah, anyway, I'll just say it's a cool app to have on your phone. Let me just put it that way. So yeah, so I'm at home right now. And this is like our home. So, because I still live with my parents, even though I'm 26 years old right now. I still live with my parents, and my sister lives down in Los Angeles. So, having her in the house is a little different, but because we shared a bedroom ever since we were young kids, and ever since my sister was born, we've always had the same bedroom and shared a bedroom. We never had separate bedrooms, so it's weird. My bed is on one side of our bedroom, and then her bed is still in our bedroom on the other side. But she comes home to visit from LA occasionally. But it's just weird, like, me having suddenly the room to myself, and when I've had it for over 20 years, basically over 20 years with my sister living with us at home. So yeah, but she has a job in Los Angeles, so she has her own apartment down there, and she lives with another girl in that apartment. But yeah, so um, and yeah, I think she's really enjoying her life as well as her job. Um, and it's LA, so who doesn't like LA other than other than people who've never been to LA. I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, if you haven't checked out my over 30-minute YouTube video and over 50-minute YouTube video, I've yet to, I think, post both of those. Well, no, maybe I just haven't posted the over 50-minute one, unless I haven't posted either of those onto Patreon yet. I know I haven't posted my last one, the over 50-minute one, onto Patreon yet, and it's possible I haven't posted the over 30-minute one, so I will definitely make sure to do that after I finish recording this video. Um, I just realized I haven't gotten them up onto Patreon yet, and I do have a patron, and I'm his patron as well for his Patreon account, and he's a patron on my Patreon account, so I need to get those up because I'm in contact with him, even though I've never met him in person. We've communicated quite a bit just through the Patreon website, and plus he's a YouTuber, so his stuff, unless it's been blocked, his stuff is all on YouTube as well. But yeah, and yeah, so yeah, so if you didn't see the last YouTube video, I touched on a lot of things, but I've touched on climate change a little bit, and was reading from a United Nations report article that had to do with a petition that I signed by email, so signed electronically for the Nature Conservancy. Their most recent email that they sent me was them asking me to sign a petition as well as to donate money, but I just signed the petition. I didn't donate money. Um, and because I've been a Nature Conservancy member, as I said in the 15-minute one, for over over a year now. Maybe I'm almost hitting the 2-year mark because I recently renewed my membership, and got a new membership card that I have carry around in my wallet, or lanyard, I should say, because right now my school lanyard is my wallet, um, and I hang it around my neck when I'm taking it places, because that's how I carry it around when I'm at school. So it's just a habit for me to put it around my neck. I have other like purses and stuff, but I've yet to transfer all the stuff that's in the lanyard to one of those purses. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my necklace. The clasp wasn't uh, in the back, it's in the front. Oh, and I need to fix this one too. Sorry, I can't speak there. Can't speak again. This one too. Clasp is in the front, and there we go. Ah, yeah, these are my necklaces. I don't think I've showed these before, but this one actually, this one here, this one was my aunt's. So, uh, yeah, and may she rest in peace. And then this one, which is of a dream catcher, it has feathers hanging, very Native American looking. And I just want to say, I believe in the Native American values and ways of life. So I'm not too proud of what our history is with a lot of Native Americans in terms of what we've done to them over the years and in our history, like the genocide of the Native Americans, like, you know, uh, I mean, we still don't treat Native Americans very well. So, yeah. It's a very touchy, sensitive subject, so I won't go into it too much. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, and this was given to me by Patty, who is Ginny's daughter, and Ginny is the woman who owns the property where my horse is boarded. And my horse actually used to be my aunt's horse. So basically, when my aunt passed away over a year ago, in early January, I inherited her horse, or horses, I should say, because she had two, and then one of them, Bailey, unfortunately passed away. I guess not last November, but the November beforehand. He unfortunately passed away. So now it's just Boomer, and I will ride Boomer at some point, but I haven't yet. I've been kind of working, freelancing him a lot. And eventually I will ride him. I don't have a saddle. I have my own saddle, but unfortunately it doesn't fit him. And I don't even know if he has a bridle. So yeah. So I just have to get some tack that fits him and before I can ride him. But I plan to start out with a bareback pad rather than a saddle. I think it would be the better way to go. And I can always ride him with a halter, but it would be nice to have a bridle for him. But I have to make sure it fits. And I've tried to see if I've looked up my saddle on him to see if it fits. And Jenny and I were afraid that it would be too small, unfortunately, for him. That it would pinch his wither area too much, which if you don't know where the withers are on a horse, just, the base of the neck. Well, the wither area is like the top of their shoulders, really. So that part where it's hard to explain if you're not actually looking at a horse in front of you, but it's the base of the neck, and then the wither area is like in front of where you sit on the horse. It's that top of the shoulder area. And if that gets pinched, like with the saddle when you're riding, that makes it uncomfortable for the horse when they're being ridden. Like you do not want that to be happening when you're riding. So because that's what leads to saddle sores and yeah, just you want a saddle that fits. So you don't want to be riding your horse in a saddle that's too small, let alone a saddle that's too big. So yeah, so that's the issue there with having too small of a saddle. It's just it's not good for the horse's back either because their wither area gets pinched and then it can start affecting their back and causing their back to become sore when you're riding. And anyway, it's just it can lead to injury to the horse, and that's the last thing I want to do to Boomer. I don't want to injure him, so um, I have to wait to ride him until we have proper saddle that fits him and a bridle that fits him and all that good stuff. And a bareback pad I think would be a good thing to have because I've done bareback riding and it's really good. The less contact, the less tack you can ride with, the more natural to the horse, at least way it is. And also it's more like how the Native Americans ride. And like I said, I believe in their values. I believe in the Native American ways, living off the land and all of that. But at the same time, I like my technology. So I can live without my phone and my laptop, but what the Native Americans value, I value. So I'll just put it that way. Um, but yeah, so I am like really close. I'm less than 2 weeks away from going back to college, and it will be my final college year. And then I'll graduate in spring of 2020. And uh, I already am registered for all my classes. I have majority of my textbooks, I think, for this upcoming semester. Um, and I'm going to be taking some interesting classes. I'm liking the classes that I chose. I'm going to be taking genetics, exercise physiology, which I actually did not pass before, so I have to retake it. Um, Physiological psychology, and then the other two are less sciencey, and I think will be very fun classes. And that's special topics yoga, and then the last one is feature writing and blogging. And I think that'll be, ooh, excuse me, really fun. Especially since with feature writing and blogging, at least, especially since I already have a YouTube channel and I've made like YouTube comments, and I have the social media of the Patreon channel. That's kind of, and these YouTube videos, the category they're in are in um, uh, blog and I forget the other word that's there. Um, People and blogs. Yeah, that's the category that my YouTube videos are categorized in. Because at the same time, I feel like this is a blog. Like, this is me kind of just, well, not kind of, but it's me just, updating the world, really, since I don't have any subscribers right now. Me updating the world about what's going on in my life, about various things that's going on in the world, whether that's news related or not. Um, how I feel about those things, and um, I touch upon the president, but I try not to go too in depth about him because I know the debates are going on right now, and the next debate will be in September. But I've gotten like a lot of emails that are asking me to donate money to certain people who want to be continuing on in the debate stage. I've gotten a lot of emails to like from them to donate money, for example, like Steve Bullock as well as Tom Steyer. And Tom Steyer is actually the person who I think is the head of the Need to Impeach movement that has like over 8 million supporters are part of that movement, I believe, and I happen to be one of them. So yeah, because I personally, I just want Trump out of the White House. I mean, hell, I just anyway. Um, so I'm really pushing for him to be impeached, but if he doesn't, at least I hope he gets not reelected. And I'm kind of leaning towards Steve Bullock um, for the next president. Um, and yeah, so um, anyway, so that's kind of my brief touching upon the political side of things. But I'm not really a politics type of girl, so I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. And I'm not gonna talk about the president anymore. So yeah, so um, in terms of this upcoming school year, like I said, um, I'm pretty much looking forward to the whole year. My college has a lot of stuff, a lot of school events, student activities that go on during the semesters of a college school year, um, and I'm really looking forward to what they're gonna have this year. I'm pretty sure they'll probably have a welcome back dance at some point at the beginning of the year. There was only one welcome back dance I didn't go to, but I've been to all the others. And because I do like to dance, but um, yeah, and uh, it depends on my mood. Like, because the dances go till midnight or past midnight, and I have to be careful about my health, my mental health. It's dangerous for me to be up too late from a mental health standpoint, kind of a thing. Um, and it's dangerous if I pull an all nighter. Like, I'm really in a crappy mood the next day if I pull an all nighter. I'd probably be falling asleep during class. Like, I can't, I can't function if I pull an all nighter the next day. So, and I'm more irritable. I'm more kind of sharp with people. I get more irritated a lot more quickly and a lot more easily. So that's just, unfortunately, that's part of what comes with having a mental health issue is, um, you know, your energy gets affected. Let me put it this way. And so if you don't get enough sleep, yeah, you're gonna have crappy energy the next day. And I definitely get that. That's why I had issues with the tennis coaches at my college, and I've been officially dismissed from the tennis team. So that was a whole big hullabaloo. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I fought that battle a lot with the coaches. I even got athletic accommodations as well as the academic ones that I've had every year there. I got managed to get athletic accommodations, but still, the coaches did not understand what I needed from a mental health standpoint, and they were just, uh, anyway, uh, I had issues with them, and I had issues with the prior coach, Scott Howard. But I mean, I'm not going to rant too much about them because I'm still a student there, and unfortunately, Trina is still the tennis coach. So I don't want to banter on about her and talk meanly towards her when she's still the coach and I'm still a student there. Um, I don't want to I just don't want to get in trouble with the university. So I'm not gonna go into what happened with the tennis team and why I was dismissed and how it all went down. I'm just not gonna go there in this video because like I said, I don't want to get in trouble with the university. So yeah. So anyway, um, but yeah, I actually probably have had the most requirements in terms of textbooks for this upcoming semester, especially the exercise physiology. There's like five, I want to say 5 to 6 required textbooks. And one of them is extremely heavy and extremely thick. Um, so, and there's like 3 different lab manuals that are required. So, um, it's kind of like a lot of textbooks. But And then the genetics only has one textbook, and the physiological psychology only has one textbook. And then the yoga and the feature writing and blogging have yet to get any textbooks up yet on the website that are required, if any. So I would think the feature writing and blogging, since it's an English class, would have some required textbooks or requirements of some sort. But I've been checking and there's nothing up yet on the website. There's nothing posted. So yeah, sorry if I have my t-shirt sleeves like this. I'm just, it's a little bit on the warm side today, so I just kind of put them up like that because it's cool in our basement, which is where I'm at right now, in our house. And I happen to be alone at the house right now. My mom's off doing tennis stuff. She had a match. And my dad is off golfing and getting dinner. He's probably going to get Indian food. Although he has to make sure to get gluten free because I unfortunately have a wheat sensitivity. So I can't have any food that has wheat in it. But I'm not sensitive to gluten. So gluten is fine. But to avoid wheat, the best thing to do is get gluten-free stuff. Because wheat, sorry, I have an itch in my eye. Because wheat pretty much is in every kind of food these days. It's just simply hard to avoid wheat. So, but yeah. Um, sorry, I have an itch in my eye. Um, anyway, so yeah, and I guess, sorry. No, my eye's stinging a bit. So in terms of other stuff, I talked about my Idaho trip already in the last over 50-minute video. And this coming Monday, which is day after tomorrow, because today is Saturday, I'm gonna get together for lunch with Megan, and Megan is an old high school buddy of mine, who comes to our Christmas parties, and we're gonna get together for lunch. I don't know if Dave, who's another high school alumni, of the high school, one of the high schools that I went to, um, is gonna be able to come. But I'll be able to definitely get together with Megan, because we're both free. And on that day, yeah, and that'll be around like 1 p.m. We're gonna get together for lunch out in Jack London Square, which is a great area. Although Dave told me that the bookstore, Barnes and Noble bookstore out there, has been like closed, and that's kind of a disappointment because that bookstore was a really nice bookstore, and I don't understand why they would close. Like it just does not make any sense to me at all. Um, and yeah, so there's also a theater out there. I'm sure there's plenty of restaurants or a decent amount of restaurants other than the one Megan and I are probably going to go to, which is the Plank. And uh, yeah, uh, yeah, what else? I can't remember what else is in Jack London, besides the theater. But anyway, actually, Jack London is where I saw the recent Tomb Raider movie with some people from my college. It was a student event, student activity, and it was good. If you haven't seen the most recent Tomb Raider, go see it. It's good. It's worth your money. It's a really good film. I really enjoyed it, at least. So yeah, it got mixed reviews, I believe. Like some people had criticisms about it, but I can't think if I had any criticisms. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Of course, there are movies that I like better, but I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, and I never played the Tomb Raider like video games or computer games or anything, growing up, but I think that would be cool to play like Tomb Raider. Like I would I would play them as long as it's like my kind of a game. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of shooter games, and I know those are really big these days, but I don't like shooter games. I'm more of the adventure type of games. So yeah, I really like my go-to games now are Nancy Drew computer games. And they're fun because it's like you play as Nancy Drew and you gotta solve whatever crime it is. And if you get stuck, like you can't progress in the game until you, I don't know, crack a password or investigate a scene, or you can't progress until you progress in the game with the Nancy Drew game. So it's more like how crime really is, sort of. Um, but I mean, in terms of how investigations go in life, like they're not like how in terms of duration and how long they take, they're not as quick as they go in television shows, in reality. So, investigations don't just happen and are solved in a day or a few days like shows portray them as. So and this is coming from someone who has been inside a courtroom, and not that I was the one arrested or anything like that, but or like I wasn't testifying or anything. It was for a college class. It was for the sorry stuff on my lip. It was for my introduction to criminology class. So yeah, and he wanted a requirement for like two of the assignments, I believe, were to do 2 court observations. So I did those observations at the Alameda County Courthouse, because that was the closest courthouse to where our house is. And it was observing courtrooms that did not have a jury involved. But yeah, I believe the department that where the courtrooms were where we did the court observations, because I went with my dad, was Department 9 of Alameda County Courthouse. Um, yeah. So that was really interesting actually doing those court observations, especially being in a courtroom with not a jury present. Like that was really cool. It really gave me an insight how um on how do I put this? Gave me an insight onto just what courts are really like. Um, so and also like how long, getting through one case number goes, because it does not happen quickly. Let me just say that. And yeah, so yeah. Um, but sorry, I feel like I have sleepy seeds in my eye. Um, but yeah, so that was cool. That was cool doing that. And I know we also had to, for the Introduction to Criminology course, which I took in the fall semester when I want to say when I was a junior, I believe, I think. Because I've done so far, oh God, sorry, so far I've done 2 years of senior year, and then this coming year will be my third year of senior year, but it will be my 6th year at Holy Names. So yeah, I had to extend out 2 years, um, due to personal reasons, medical reasons, and uh, as well as the whole situation with my aunt, when she passed away and all of that. So yeah, um, but yeah, so yeah, so um, let's see what else. What else could I talk about? Um, yeah, I'm noticing I'm almost at the 30-minute mark. So I don't think there's anything really else that I have to say, um, in terms of stuff I wanted to add to this. So I think that's all I really have to say for this video. Um, Again, I still don't have YouTube subscribers, so I don't mind if people start subscribing to my channel. I would love to get some subscribers, even though I don't really use a whole lot of social media. I still don't use Instagram, I don't use Twitter, and I don't use Snapchat, but I do have a Facebook now. So again, my name is Morgan, and if you just start typing in Morgan to Facebook, you gotta spell it right though, because I'm sure a lot of people have trouble finding me because of how common the name Morgan is. But the unique thing about my name is it's actually spelled with an E. So it's Morgen. It's not Morgan. It's Morgan, it's not Morgan. Um, so a lot of people think it's spelled with an A, but it's actually spelled with an E. And the unique thing about it is Morgan is actually the German word for morning. And I actually have some German heritage. My main heritage is Irish, but then my other heritage is German, and maybe a little bit of something else, but I'm blanking on what it is. So I'm of Irish and German heritage. So really, the only German I know is how to say good morning in German, which happens to be Guten Morgen. So that's and my name is literally spelled like that German word, Morgen, Guten Morgen. That is how you can find me. And I have the link to my Patreon and my YouTube channel on my Facebook page. So again, I haven't had Facebook for a whole long time. So I've just had it, but I posted a decent amount of stuff onto my Facebook. Um, so I've had it maybe only a little over a year at this point, because I think I created it last year. Um, yeah, something like that. Um, and I've had the YouTube since 2016. So it's 2019 now, getting close to 2020. 2019 now, so 2016. So I've really only had the YouTube for over 3 years. Um, so yeah, but Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, I don't use those for personal reasons. Um, but yeah, okay. Well, so again, MRGEN if you want to find me on Facebook. And then the link to Patreon and YouTube is on that my Facebook page, like I said. And you can connect to those social medias through there, or you can just look me up on YouTube. And I think it's just, again, just Morgan with a M, on the YouTube. But yeah. All right, so I think I'll end it here. I've just hit a little over 33 minutes, and I think I'll end it here. Okay, I will see the world later. So peace and bye, and till next time.